allow the two
It's okay. It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. Off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego political, my ego don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, my ego don't come, oh, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, my ego don't come, oh, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego die political, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my egun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my egun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my egun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. My egun don't come, oh, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo. My egun don't come, oh, yo. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Mayegun dayari political. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn rájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ,
Máyégún mami.
àní ẹ̀sùn rájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o,
Máyégún mami.
àní ẹ̀sùn rájú.
Máyégún ti dé. Hello there. So good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you're joining us. It is Máyégún live. Thank you very much once again, and sorry for the late start. Please, after reading the caption of the broadcast, read the description as well. Then like it, share it. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. And tell them that Máyégún is live and it must be interesting. Máyégún today. So, once again, thank you if you have done all of that. So tonight, we are kicking off with Tinubu's recent constant change of guard in the Tinubu's party. As much as they want all of you to believe, or a section of you to believe, that Tinubu, the political strategist, controls this APC's wahala, the internal, sort of like the internal wahala that tearing apart other political parties, which obviously is believed to also have been orchestrated by him. Tinubu and his own foot soldiers. APC within is imploding. And to those who called him political strategists, he is doing everything to keep it under control, in which he has changed the party chairman 3 times since Tinubu became your president and took charge of the APC. Finally, it was like a purge. They've had those who were loyal to Buhari, sort of like a purge from the APC of Tinubu. Those who are left are every day trying to, or doing everything to convince Tinubu that he can trust them. Now, that is an issue, as much as, like I said, they've downplayed it so much to make it look like everything is, but you need to know that everything is not. And until that time, so since Tinubu became your president, he changed Abdullahi Adamu. Was that his name? Yeah, the other guy that tried to sneak Robert Stamplawan in as the APC Egbekegbe's candidate, as the Buhari's anointed candidate. You remember that time? So they removed him for Gandola, Babanriga mobile banking CEO of Kano. And that one lasted for 2 years. No, not, yeah, well, 2 years, until about a month ago, when they said for health reasons, Gandola had to go. Those who were in the know said it was a sort of like a re-engineering of the power structure, you know, in order to suit wherever Tinubu is plotting in for 2027, including replacing Shitty Man with someone else. Now, if you see those who are presently neither here nor there on this issue of their coalition, and they are still APC, right? Or not even APC, but they are pretty much with Tinubu on his ticket, Muslim tickets. Majority of them today are currently on high alert if Tinubu indeed will replace Shitty Man. All of this within. So when Gandola was removed, they said it was to pave way for the coming in of Kwankwaso, not as a party official, but like balanced political structure. Then they brought in somebody that replaced Gandola, that one spent just about 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks. And today, Tinubu has now appointed his own Minister of Disaster, Poverty Management, and what have you? Yilwatda or so, that's his name. I'll get it right, don't worry. So they have permutated again, and the permutation is that they should go and get somebody from the North Central. That Tinubu will do so well in the southern part of the country, and if the North is going to be a problem, right, from their own takeaway, from your 2023 charade was that the Northern Nigeria's vote, sort of like voting block and all that was pure myth, when the obedient demystified what used to be the traditional way of conducting their elections and ruling in their results. So Koolu is set to, right now, trying to build that, build that strength on the, the pains of the Middle Beltons, who are obviously, as much as they are pretending, I'm talking about Tinubu's people, pretending not to know that this one homogenic northern Nigeria, where they make you believe that there is a one northern Nigeria. So Boko Haram's regime had made everybody to realize that no, you are not one northern Nigeria, just like there's no one Nigeria. So right now, the Middle Beltons are saying they are Middle Beltons. They are not Fulani North. So Tinubu and his gang are also building on this sentiment, building on this division for political gain. And that is why this Yilwatda guy has been chosen. There are other efforts to ensure that, Plateau States, which is believed to be the, the biggest states, the state with the biggest voting bloc in the North Central. All of this is just what they call their permutations. As much as a lot of you believes that your 2027 charade is going to be between yourselves and APC, well, you probably should begin to take stock of the real people that you're going to be up against and why. It is called systemic. But again, let's start with this. So this morning, APC called their NEC meeting inside the banquet hall of the Aso Rock in Abuja to host their party event. That in itself, right, is part of the total desecration of the supposed sacred seat of power in that contraption, as we have it today, right? So they had their NEC meeting of their party there, in which it was all more or less like a selection. As much as their Supreme Court's already ruled that how they decide who leads or who becomes what in their political party, is completely theirs. I think that should be the probably the legal framework for why they've done their selection. Nothing like anything like convention have been a Congress. Asiwaju has chosen this person. The rest of you, because there are still other executives, executive members of their party, like the vice or the youth leader, women leader, treasurer, financial, other stuff, PRO. So those ones are untouched. Stay where you are. Or we'll keep changing there. So the process, or should I say, not process, the ceremony of making the Minister of Humanitarian Poverty, Disaster, and all that, the chairman of APC, Okpebholo, has endorsed. Let's go take a look at what the guy himself had to say. Yeah, pick their words very carefully.
The Deputy Senate President, Senator Allowed Great, CEO, the Deputy Speaker, Right Honorable Deputy National Chairman, Saraki of our party, Honorable Koolu, National Secretary of our party, Senator Saraki. It is now my pleasure to invite the newly sworn-in National Chairman of our party to give us his acceptance speech. Mr. Chairman.
You repeat after me. I, your name.
I,
Your name.
Professor Nentawe Goshwe,
Do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the All Progressive Congress,
to the All Progressive Congress,
Federal Republic of Nigeria,
the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
and that I will preserve,
protect,
and defend the Constitution
and defend the Constitution
of All Progressive Congress
of All Progressive Congress
and the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
and the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Oath of office. I, your name.
I, Professor Nentawe Goshwe Yilwatda,
Do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I shall be faithful
that I should be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the All Progressive Congress,
to the All Progressive Congress,
that as National Chairman
that as National Chairman
of All Progressive Congress,
of All Progressive Congress,
I will discharge my duties
I will discharge my duty
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
faithfully,
and
in accordance with the Constitution of
in accordance with the Constitution
of the party,
and
always in the interest of the integrity, solidarity, well-being, and prosperity
of the party
as contained
in
its Constitution
and manifesto.
I will not allow
That I will not allow
my personal interest
to influence
my official conduct or my official decisions. That I will, to the best of my ability, preserve,
protect,
and defend
the
Constitution of the party.
That I will do
Right to all members of the party and to all manner of people according to the law without fear or favor,
affection or ill will.
that I will not directly
or indirectly
communicate
or
reveal to any person
any matter
which shall be brought under my
consideration
or become known to me as an officer of the party, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as an officer of the party, and I will devote myself to the service and well-being of members of the party and the people of Nigeria. So help me God.
So help me God.
Okay, you sign, sir. You sign.
Our leader and the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, the Senate President, Senator Godwill Akpabio, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Abbas Tajuddin, the former Vice President, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, the Deputy Senate President, deputy speakers, the chairman of the Governors Forum, chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, the governors here present, and members of NEC. Let me express my profound gratitude to God and the leadership of the party, from the president to the governors and the National Assembly members and all members of NEC, for reposing this big burden and trust also in me to lead the party at this junction. Let me thank you also for picking me among millions of members of this party, and the party will see me good enough and responsible enough to take this party to the next level. I do not take this mandate for granted. I want to accept it with gratitude and with my full heart and full mind to work together with you to build the party, knowing that all of us here are the mechanics of the party, and the party is our vehicle, and we'll fix it and move it to our destination of choice. I pledge without hesitation that I will work with everybody in the party, I'll unite the party, I'll build the party, I'll expand the party with you as the focus and the building block and the support that I will require to drive the party as needed by all of us so that we can fulfill the dream of Nigerians who have reposed their hope in the Renew Hope agenda. Lastly, I'll trust and look up to the leadership of the party, members of the party, and all of you seated here for us to fulfill the dream that Nigerians have on the APC. Thank you and God bless you.
Just so we are clear. So now he's been appointed and he's practically just a figurehead. There's nothing really significant about him. He was a university professor, meaning a lecturer in Nigeria, and also INEC's REC, or returning officer. Is that what you call them? Returning? No, REC, Resident Electoral Commissioner. He was once with INEC. And I mean, when you hear the INEC, it simply means that whenever there were elections, it's always been part of elections in Nigeria. I don't know for how long, but it was from that position that he got, promoted to becoming a minister under Tinubu. And now the APC, Okpebholo's national chairman. The script is, the body-long script is just a figurette there. Because according to Koolu, today in Nigeria, APC, Okpebholo, they have 23 state governors. But they are very confident that there are more of these governors parading themselves right now as opposition governors who are going to end up on the side. And it is the job of Yilwatda. Is that how you call his name? I'm struggling with that though, right? Or we should just call him the Goshwe. Let's call him Goshwe. I'll find a name for him soon, all right? Just have him for a while. And then we can be able to find him a suitable name. But let's call him Goshwe. And that is the guy from Plateau State. The permutation then is that now that he's the chairman, the Mustang, what's that one's name again? Because I'm always like, that Mustang. Yeah, that motorcycle, Mustang, right? So Mustang, Mutfang, that's the governor of Plateau State. He is also expected, he's been expected to join Tinubu anytime soon. Similarly, they expected the dancing governor, Governor Jackson of Osun, to join them that one has finally like rejected the deal. I think it's publicly rejected, not rejected, but publicly claimed that he's comfortable with his current club, PDP. So they are expecting Diri of Bayelsa, Mba of Enugu, and of course, the spineless, seamless, the full barra, of Rivers, and maybe quite others too. So Tinubu and his gang they strongly believe that those of you who, not you, they strongly believe that the coalition is just a mere PTA meeting, kind of. Talking about PTA, those guys who have been, is it PTA or IDP meetings, they called it, internally displaced politicians, where they are all aggrieved and meeting, and it will amount to nothing. Because as for Koolu and his gang, oh yeah, they have it on lockdown. But don't believe that though. So Koolu at that meeting told this Goshwe, their new chairman, to work with Werey Wike in ensuring this is now going to be a national project soon. Werey Wike will be so proud. Tinubu told the gathering that, or this guy, to ensure that he works with Werey Wike in finding a place, that is finding a land, any free land or any stolen land, any land suitable to build a befitting national secretariat for APC. Do you see the irony of that? Yeah, Werey Wike is PDP, of course, and he's the minister of the FCT, and literally the governor of FCT. So now they are going to need money to build this multi-billion naira headquarters, and that will be like they've brought something that Werey Wike loves: money. Now, Koolu also advised those who are yet to jump the sinking ship of PDP to come and join him in APC, right? Fair enough, he's not reading this, right? Okay, so I need to apologize ahead. It won't really make much sense to you, but this is his own kind of like off his own terrain, politics. It is a place where it feels so powerful, not in governance. But listen, Koolu.
It's been fulfilling and rewarding. I can report to you today that the economy that you inherited, wobbling, confused, is today stabilized, and we are making progress. One of our added critics at the earlier part of this administration reported the stride in the revenue, 43% achievement by now. I'm proud to say that the theme is working. And for you, you've done so much for our party, encouraging and supporting us. With peace, stability, we will do more. The administration's commitment to renew the hope of Nigerians is clear. I want to thank and pray for the governors of our party. Today, I think, counting, we have 23, and still counting. I thank all of you for show of love, solidarity, and accommodation, for your understanding. I could absorb the motion of accommodation to say, okay, we will shift or postpone or recognize in addition for all other spaces that is available, more members as they come in. So if we accommodate the congresses till December, is it? December. The motion is carried. Thank you very much. That is making room for those who are still coming. And it's not a bad idea to abandon the sinking ship and be absent from a coalition of confusions. Our firm commitment, as we marked 2 years in office, it has been very rewarding development. And the governors are here, 23 of them, to help identify with the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, FCT, and we should put a committee together of progressive governors to find an appropriate land and build a befitting secretariat. Thank you. I take that. I think we should do that. I believe with that recitation, the motion and the suggestion is carried. We have seen the trend of economic trajectory. It's been fulfilling and
nuisance lele.
It likes to, I mean, I don't know how many of you who actually finds it disgusting when Koolu is trying to throw around this big grammar in sentences and they just never make any sense. It is so hard as well to actually quote him because he's mostly just saying nonsense. And he dropped that in between all his jargons and it will come around and be I don't know, I can't quote him. That was Koolu. That is his stuff. Politics. Did you see that? You know what? Let's get a new headquarters. Oh, that's a good idea. We never thought of that. Oh my God, he's so visionary. Wow. And the economy is recovering. Everybody, we are seeing results. Everybody say, yeah, we are seeing results. Everything is fine. You know, tough gone. Well, it was also an occasion to pay their usual lip services in pretending that they missed Okwari when they don't. Pastor Luka was there and he used the occasion to remember his late boss. You say, Pastor Luka?
President Muhammad Buhari chief of all will remember him as a man who believed in all the standards that we as a party, those of us in this country who believe firmly in this country have said. We wanted to see a country that was united. We wanted to see a country that believed in itself, a country that was successful. I want to just thank the Almighty God for giving him the opportunity that he sought, for giving him the time that he spent with us. And I also want to say that in the end, service to our country is perhaps the most important attribute of all. He served faithfully for many years. He proved that you can serve honestly, forthrightly, with transparency and integrity.
Transparency and integrity and all that. I wanted all of you to see his face. That's a Pastor Ruga. Ikene Shatabandu. Agbowori Baba Oja. The former special advisor to Bokwari. I've been a special assistant to Bokwari on condolences visit, burial arrangements, trader money, market money. You know, that is when he became the Agbowori Baba Oja, the fake pastor, law professor, senior advocate of nuisance, San, who ended up as the vice president to the Daura lifeless Megad, Bokwari, and his biggest policy of lifting Nigerians out of poverty, Professor of Law, Unilag. Pastor Ruga Chamber, Legal Chamber. He's got a chamber too, right? He's got his own practice. Now, Pastor Ruga's economic policy of lifting people out of poverty was to start sharing 10,000 naira to Nigerians to start trade. They called it trader money. 50,000 naira to business owners. They called it market money. And there's another one. Hey, there is another one. That one that people used to come to me and say, they've not paid us. What's that one that when they took away their you win, they now gave them this that they should, you know, like they will be giving them 30,000 naira or something, right? Hey. Anyway, that was Pastor Ruga, Ikene Shatabandu. Also at the event, Empowered. God bless you, Director Scott. Bless I don't they grow. I don't they old now. Maybe I'll begin to kind of like forget things, but this is the diary. That is why I have a lot of you here. Right. So it was also the moment of this change of guard by Koolu that they also used in recognizing the efforts of Bokwari's undertaker, the Goku's shitty man. According to Koolu, you did so great. If Koolu was a Trump would be like, there is no greater Goku's ever than shitty man. He actually made Bokwari, bringing back Bokwari's corpse into that contraption, right? Was such a great achievement, right? That no one could do it better than shitty man. That's not how Koolu described it. Maybe you should. Yeah.
Let me first of all, once again, thank you on behalf of all of us and Nigerians in particular. Thank the Vice President. For a very successful role he played to my self, a country, and our predecessor, that he brought back with dignity, bringing Muhammadu Buhari back. It's emotional distraught for me, emotionally distraught. But for all of us, we say thank you. You did a good job. Let me first of all, once again, thank you on behalf of all of us. And
all of us. Koolu. Like, what kind of English is that? For real. Let me first of all thank you from all of us. All of us. What the heck, man? He actually say it that way many times, but that is not how he kind of like talks. Koolu talks like somebody who slurs. Like, look at you. Look at this one. That's how he talks. So this one that is trying to be grammatical, I don't understand though. All fools. Like, man, come on. Anyway, Sha, that was a bit of a shout out to a shitty man. You know what I mean? So after that whole thing there, Yilwatda, Yilwatda, they are new. Somebody said I should call him Yilwatda or something, or Matida. Anyway, so he met with the rest of the teams because they have been, it's like changing, how do you describe that? It's like changing the captain of a team and you're still keeping the same team because they are more or less just ceremonial, nothing. Koolu. Anyway, let's hear what Martina kind of is promising the rest of their APC. From there, we're going to go to that of the PDP. Their own too. Yeah, Baba is also cooking. Right? Martina, I mean, why did you put that in my head? Somebody just put that in my head. I started calling him Martina now or something, and it's not a short person. Anyway, Yilwatda Martina.
I count it a rare privilege, and I must appreciate God. I appreciate the mission of our party. I appreciate our governors, National Assembly, National Working Committee members, and all the team lawyers supporters of APC for resting this burden of trust on me. I count it a trust and a burden at the same time, because it's striking. Large. I know that I have people around me, customers, supporters, friends, as members of the national that I've worked with them before. I've met all the members of the Socio-political, I've met them in person. One other form of service or the other. Here to monitor election, or going for primary election elsewhere, or doing campaign in several states together with them. With my friends, with my partners, and I expect nothing less from you that we all join hands together as a team, work together to ensure that we expand this party, increase membership, the technology that we already started, ensure that this party is transparent, this party enjoys the support of Nigerians, and even beyond the shores of Nigerian diaspora. Recognize all the members of the party who are working for us too. It's you that have made this party tick. Hope, the trust you have for APC and the renewal agenda of Mr. President to ensure that we help the executive and the National Assembly will support them to ensure that we deliver
beginning of democracy and people of Nigeria. Like I said in my second speech, all of us here, especially the National Working Committee.
Ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ yìí, ọ̀ ń ṣeré ni àbọ̀ ń ṣe èrè. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ yìí, ọ̀ ń ṣeré ni àbọ̀ ń ṣe èrè.
We'll find out later. So that was him there as their chairman, letting them know that he's there to carry out whatever it is that Tinubu's agenda, is. And like the National Assembly guys and others, so we have to make it happen. That's it. He's got no agenda of his. He can't come and say, oh, this is my own mission for APC. You the craze. Which mission? They will just be like, look at this one. He's talking about mission. What mission? Gone are the days when things don't change you. Gone were the days where you are going to see them, those who wants to be chairman of parties, they will be campaigning all over the country. Have you forgotten? I don't know, how old are you? Yeah, they will, campaigning for their party members. They will be going everywhere, telling them what they are going to do. As your chairman, I'm going to, how many of you remember people like Barnabas, Gemade, I'm talking about PDP though. You know what I mean? Like they will say, I will make sure I am a chairman, my own, as your chairman, I'm going to. They don't do that anymore. A lot has really, really changed by the characters who are supposed to be building democracy in that contraption, unfortunately. So there is more from what this guy said, because after all of that, he also went on to go and speak to Sheung. Let's take a break from them for now. All right? At least for now. So Peter Obi was cited in Onitsha. It was cited that his own alma mater, his former school, that is King's College in Onitsha, where he's been very much like a prominent member of the student of the school, right? So that was where he went today to donate a 50 million naira check to the school for developmental project in the school, according to the reports, until when the media sort of like, I don't know if they ambushed him, if that's the right word. Anyway, the media accosted him and they were asking him questions, other questions, but this particular one about the Okpebholo, the Dodoyo, governor of Edo State, and his recent threat that Obi shouldn't come to his state sharing money. And the, the controversy that followed that. His response is straightforward. He's seen it as a pure distraction. I am here to support this school. Why can't we just talk about, stuff that really affects Nigerians, not this kind of, Anyway, in his words, shortly before we go back to PDP people, all right? Obi.
Oh, yeah. And the president is already here with us.
So we just need to. I'll still come when you feel. I just tell him. So will you keep my secret? I know what I'm going to do.
If you have the opportunity to go to Koolu and make any donation, will you still go?
Oh yes, every day I go. Trust me. I will go.
Just like the threat.
No, there's no threat. All those things that, like I said, it doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I mean? That I'm spending all over Nigeria. I receive threats every day actually.
We need to
once a year in I receive threats every day and everyone. I'm in school today. I'm going to be in school somewhere in Nigeria tomorrow. I'm going to be in school somewhere on Saturday. I'm going to be in school on Sunday. I'm going to
Okute.
We are here, oh, we are here, oh.
Let me
Wait.
Let me finish.
Wait.
Oh, let me use that.
Who is joining next?
Anyway, give her. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All of you are serving in this school. Yes. Like they are paying you well. Where can I
What do they pay NYC?
7,000.
Where did I go to?
So, and I think that's what makes him so, it makes him so acceptable by these Gen Z, millennials, and name it. Because to them, he's so relatable, he's so approachable, and as much as it could be anywhere, anytime, he's the kind of guy that even wherever you see him is probably so for this generation, right? So it was there, practically told these guys and said, I will be anywhere I want to be. I'll be in any state, in the south, in the east, in the north, anywhere I want to be, whenever I want to be. Because I receive threat every day anyway. So it's not going to be just this one that is made public that will now make me feel too. So he practically just dismissed it as a pure distraction. Talk about something else. Talk about, and I hope somehow these interns, all these interns at the University of Nigeria, it's called. It's called the Nigeria University Teaching Hospital, somewhere in Ituku, Ozala, in Enugu State. So that must be the federal government hospital, I think. So the interns there, which is, the students, medical students who are like, it's a student that does interns, right? Anyway, because they are being paid, they were complaining of not being paid well. Yesterday, they staged a protest, calling the attention of God knows who to treat them better. Medical students, or should I say medical interns in Enugu, Nigeria University Teaching Hospital. You know where that is, right? Here. Solidarity forever. Soli. That, man, that depressing song. You see, every time I hear that song as like a protest song, it kind of gives me PTSD. I don't know about you. Apart from Up Nepa, which used to be the first word of many of us from, see, I am going to be 42 years in the next few months. So I was born to say Hop Nepa, even when I had no idea what that was. like a baby, like somebody who is just about maybe 7, 8, 9 months, and you are shouting, up Peppa, because you are seeing everybody running about and shouting up Nepa. The next one, when I started realizing that I'm a Nigerian email, not be me see you. In Nigeria, they so the next one is this solidarity. Anywhere you hear it, it is like, yeah, people are gathering. They are upset about something. Something is not right since I was a child. So do you understand their PTSD? So every time I hear this song, Soli, I'm like, because it's solution, no. Soli. Imagine me now at this age, from a baby. I will now drag you down and say, let us go, Oma. We need to go and face this government too. And then they will say, okay, the popular song is going to be Soli. So my own children are going to sing Soli. Their own children are going to sing Soli. And it's going to be like a generational solidarity. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Do you ever feel bad? I mean, do you ever like sit down and just wonder like, the more things change, the more they remain the same. People complain about unpaid salary, poor paid salary, unpaid pension, poor healthcare, poor road networking, no hunger day, all these things. They've been like that for decades. People went to school already singing the Soli. They will go and look for a job. And once they find job and all of that, and the real economy begin to hit them, they will be tired and they will join others and begin to sing Soli. And their own children are watching. Their children are watching. Those ones said children are also going to, they are not here yet. But in another 15, 20 years now, there will be other generations here. They themselves will be shouting up Nepa. And solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our right. That's why I kind of respect Showore and his own Take It Back movement. They are very creative. Here you get things like, no, don't sing Soli. Just say, Bobo wala lawambe, Be Nigeria shebaje, Bobo wala lawambe. Say no, Emi o lawambe, maybe wo lawambe, kind of. So they are pretty much like creative, trying to express their own Soli in a different format. That is how people survive in that place, including those who survive kidnappers. Remember those I told you yesterday that paid 25 million naira 25 million naira ransom to terrorists in Enugu before they all got released. They were traveling for an occasion or an event and they got kidnapped. One woman was not lucky. She was killed. But I missed that video yesterday, so I'm going to show you now that video. Hang on. In fact, I should. Give me a second. I should be able to possibly give you a mention, right? Anyway, watch this. It should help.
Okay. Now, you have Munaya and Dara. So, hand up, that's good. No.
Winter lion mask.
Yes, hand up. Finally. Government gets government can have a mayor for the reason. And I got a broom, now you're going to bend there. What do you do?
Finally, the God has done it for us. Finally. Because at the end of the day, right? Bible says in everything, you should give thanks to God. And Nigerians actually took that so religiously and so personal. You know? Because Nigeria is a place where people will be thankful for being alive. For example, You go to, or somebody want to tell you their personal experience, how they believe that there is God, that God exists to Nigerians. So a luxurious or a luxury bus, right? A full loaded luxury bus is traveling, high speed or lost of brake, or the driver possibly slept off and lost control and plunged into the river. Boom! A bus with like maybe 60 or 70 people. Then quickly, some people rushed. That bus don't enter. River, don't enter river. No, try and save it. So they rushed in. Out of 60 people, they were only able to save 3. A woman, a man, and a child. That is tragic. That means more than 57 people lost, died. So an average Nigerian that want to tell you how they met God will tell you that out of the entire bus, I was already gone. I just saw this white man with white clothes. And he just said, my son, you need to go back. And before I knew it, I just opened my eyes. I just saw myself in the hospital and they told me that everybody died. Can you believe that? God saved only me and killed everyone else. Nigerians. I know some of you don't see it that way, but you need to kind of like do some reintrospection. You know, doesn't really tell that God has, you know, say now God just killed the rest of them and saved me. I was only, I was the third survivor. That was when I realized, God loved me so much. But I didn't love those ones, Nigerians. There is nothing in this world that you can say to convince them otherwise. And I'm not disputing it all. I'm just questioning why those ones are not saved. So Nigerians are, maybe not just Nigerians, but I am from that place. So Nigerians takes that very, very, Okpebholo, you don't believe in God, Abi? Okay, you will see. He can show you now that suddenly like this, you can just become very, very sick. Just to show to me that that God is great and all that. So in that manner, all right, Nigerians are religious. No, they are religious but not godly. So they are mostly looking forward to a magician. That's the Nigerian God. And that is why they easily let go as well. Even those who are supposed to investigate crime, they will tell you that, well, let's just leave it for God. Here, you see that luxury bus that plunged into the river. Apart from the fact that they've brought in divers, it doesn't mean that they will save them. Maybe they will save 2 or 3. Maybe they will save, depends on the response, okay? But the point here is this. They are not going to leave it to God and say God did it. No. They will investigate what caused the crash. Is it speeding? Is it the negligence? Is it something mechanical? So that to ensure that at least if this was mechanical like an accident, they can take it and say, well, you know what? That is the word of human error. But if they now realize that it was an human, somebody will pay for that. All those lives won't just waste. You know, they won't just go and say, we thank God. Similarly, you paid ransom to terrorists who killed one of you. Of course, typical Nigeria, I mean, we thank God, God, only God, sir, we give glory to him. And on that note, right, if you now say, what are they doing about the kidnappers? Well, in this country, Baba, we just say, thank God. God go catch them. About police officer, if he tell you, say, no waste your time about anything. But we just thank God, say they don't release you. There are some people who will say, they pay ransom, they don't release them. You should be grateful. Forget about these things, Jerry. Those people are too connected. And just like that, since we have given God the glory, maybe you can protect us from them again. Sure, you understand? So I'm not disputing your God, okay? I'm just saying how people have decided to sort of like, or how people have enabled abnormalities in such a way that they are victims of this rotten system, that they have given up hope on it, of it ever working for them. They don't even understand what it means for a system to work for them. But their own closure, typical closure for, closure for the typical Nigerian is, oh God see everything. The moment you hear a Nigerian say, oh God see everything, that moment, they have no other thought of over that matter anymore. Do you understand? They are no longer interested in that matter anymore. And that is one of, the reasons why these criminal politicians in that contraption can never imagine their, luck. Your religion is yours, but you have been manipulated systemically over time, and subconsciously, a lot of you have, you've enabled it. People were kidnapped. 25 million naira was paid as ransom. Oh, thank God they've released them. Fine. So what happened to them now? What happened to them? Instead of us to be thanking God, they will go to church and thank God. And what about the woman that they killed? Well, maybe not so God one time. That's not right. That's what I'm saying. It is not right. But I'm also not kind of blaming you, though. I'm not blaming you 100%. Or I can't blame you, by the way, because it is what you enabled, right? That became the norm. That became, the system that you practice. That became the system that is haunting you. That is not right. You get what I mean? God is not going to arrest any terrorist. In fact, Nigeria is a very funny place, right? Despite all these killings, all these atrocities, if somebody walks into any church, I don't know about mosque, so I'm going to use church. If he walks straight into a church and says, and they start their praise and worship, holy, holy, then somehow something will touch him. And then this person will walk straight to the, to the stage and be like, so what happened? I just encountered God. They say, who are you? I'm a Fulani, I'm a terrorist, I'm a kidnapper, I've killed a lot of people, I've kidnapped a lot of people, but God just touched me. Everybody will scream, praise God. Oh my God, this terrorist, God just touched this terrorist. Oh. That moment, anything about his crime, everything about his crime is totally irrelevant. In fact, you may see somebody who had been kidnapped before, paid ransom, nearly killed in the gathering, and they will tell you that since this terrorist has repented, forget about it, Jerry, leave that one. God is the only person that can judge everybody. I am saying all of this right now, not to get you mad. And if you ever get mad watching or listening to this, that is not on me. Don't start defending that your God here, okay? So the point is not to actually downplay the influence of God as you believe it. No, I am actually pointing out the manipulation of this your faith. In our faith, that they call it your faith, of this belief in this God, whether Muslim or Christian, that somehow you have been manipulated to believe that once criminals confesses that they are close to God, whatever they have done can be forgiven. You can't run a society like that. Do you get me now? You can't run a society like that. So it will continue to haunt us, kill us, and do all this to us. A non-working system. What are you going to say about this? Oworonchoki police station. What will you say about this? A system put together like this, what are you going to say? Do you think somehow, people who work in this environment, they can they can be a better product that will keep the society safe? I'll show you first before I come and tell you what I want to tell you. Oworonshoki Police Station, Lagos State. So now you may be wondering and say, but now my Gundaka. Okay. I'll leave you to it. So if policemen comes from that place to come and all goes into the society, do you think people who work in that environment will be mentally normal to actually communicate with people normally? There are many, many places like that where they are breeding animals. They now give them guns. Aha, Baba. So when that police officer kills someone, extorts someone, and the others escape, you hear, Baba, just sit down, Jeja. I was still thinking about my life. And the next like this, Baba, Jack just fell down beside me. Stray bullet, Jack. They say one drunk police officer, and one drunk officer shot the gun. They fired the shot. Oh, Baba, they say conductor no give her 50 naira. That is why he fired the shot. Oh, Jack, they my side. Oh, Jack don't die. Jack don't die. In Nigeria don't happen to Jack. When you go and check and take a look at where these criminals are from, you will realize that now mentally deranged people, systemically breeded, groomed people who are mentally deranged are those they give this black cloth and guns to in a system that you are expected to be protected by God. So this person may now go and say, my God save you. Imagine if to say now you that bullet eat. You don't die without to. Jack. People don't go too worry about Jack that much. But you, see, na my side, Baba, na my side. Baba, you need to go to church, oh. You need to go and do Thanksgiving, oh. Hey? That's so people, they die these days, so this country. You see the chain of reaction. So you have criminals as your leaders who are investing so much in politics, power, never to put a system together that protects everyone. And nobody is safe. You don't even have to do anything to become a victim of a system like this. Now let us go back to politics. Yesterday, Sarakonda, the Saraki, it was at a meeting. He is currently maybe one of them or the leader of their reconciliation team of PDP. So to them, they are doing everything to at least put their party together, even though they believe that APC, Ekbekebe, has been poaching them, picking up and threatening their members who could have been their strong base and all that. So now they are doing everything to bring back those old, they are now very old guys. Those ones who were in their, that 1999, 2003, 2007, 2011. In fact, the last 16 years of the PDP in power. Sarakonda, who is one of those who brought Bokwari and APC to power in Nigeria, lost out at the early stage of Bokwari's reign. Then he went back to PDP. Since then, he's been off and on. Now, Sarakonda, at their stakeholders, leadership stakeholders meeting something, reminisce on their 16 years, their inglorious 16 years. Something some of them look back to today and be like, well, we made mistake. Oh. The 16 years that they used in kicking themselves out of power And bringing in APC, Ekbe is now looking more or less like better, far better than what they have now helped impose on Nigerians. So they want to change that. Rather too late, I would say. Omo, go listen. I'm still coming back to that Martina, the APC chairman. We're coming back to that. And I actually will have more for you on that political side of political front. So like the broadcast, if you haven't liked the broadcaster yet, okay? Subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't. Then let's hear what Sarakonda said yesterday and what went down today in their Wadata house, Abuja. Saraki?
It gives me great joy to have the opportunity to forward a goodwill message on this very useful conference that has been organized by our founding fathers, led by Professor Jenega, and all those that have come together to make today possible. I think it was Victor Hugo who said that nothing like an ideal time has come. This meeting has come at the right time, and that's why I thank you all for organizing it. Because it is time for us to write our own story. It is time for us to provide direction for this great party. For many, they have already buried this party before now. Your presence here speaks volumes that no, nobody is going to bury this party. We are going to rescue this party. I say that because if we look at our country today, PDP still provides the best platform to develop Nigeria, to unite Nigeria, to make Nigeria prosperous. Nobody can challenge that because we have done it. For 16 years in power, as the Professor Gana said, we made significant progress in this country. We took the country to the largest economy in Africa. Today it's just the fourth largest. We had double-digit GDP growth it has never been achieved. We had security, and most importantly, we had unity. The country was united. It wasn't about North, neither was it about South. It was about one Nigeria. This was only done under this great party. Yes, the party will have its challenges and is having its challenges. But the question we should ask ourselves is that should we abandon this party because of these challenges? Yes, mistakes have been made in the past. But the question still is, should we abandon this party? I stand here as someone who has experienced being in this party and not being in this party. I stand here as somebody who left this party in anger. Anger does not provide purpose to leadership. A lot of people are leaving the party now and living with anger. We must live, if you have to live, based on ideology, based on plans, based on a plan for Nigeria, not on anger. Yes, we have problems. But the other parties that we're talking about also have problems. The other parties, especially the ruling party today, has already spent almost 12 years in government. Does their record any better than PDP? Of course not. So what are they offering Nigerians that PDP cannot offer? Ladies and gentlemen, when we go to our states, and I'm sure a lot of you will realize in your states, the party is still well accepted at the grassroots level. It is not that the Nigerians have rejected the party. I speak for my state. When I go, what do they tell me? Sir, please take care of what is happening at the top. The grassroots here were okay. Their concern is what is happening here in Abuja. So what does that tell us? We, including me, you, we are the problem. Sure. We must agree to put the people back at home first and put Nigeria first. Yes, we will have differences. We've been having differences. But we must agree that whatever it takes, we must sit down, lock ourselves up, and find a solution. Early May, people said, no, we cannot move forward. We cannot have and obey what we felt was the view of the law and restore Tamaniawa. Because when he gets there, he will lock the office, no meeting will take place. But we have next tomorrow. Where I'm saying that don't let this propaganda divide us. Whatever those difficulties are, we have the capacity, the sagacity to resolve those problems. I want to appeal to us because we are the solution to this party. And if we make our mind that this is a party that will make it work, I am confident it can work. 16 years speaks a lot. We have all heard that the likes of Jerry Ganya, Alex Okweme, and Koolu build this party and bequeathed it on us. It cannot be under our time, in our generation. God forbid that this party will go down. Because history will not be fair to any of us. Let me tell all of us that are here, history will not be fair to any of us. If it's under our time, God forbid, this party goes down. So we don't have an alternative. Let it be seen that we gave it all it took. We did our best to rescue this party. Not to
ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ yìí ọ̀ ń ṣeré ní àbọ̀ ń ṣe èrè. ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ yìí ọ̀ ń ṣeré ní àbọ̀ ń ṣe èrè.
It can either be any of them. Sarakonda, what exactly would you say Egbere Jolantan did that got Sarakonda to follow Atiku in 2014 to go and start APC, Egbekebe? Like, what exactly was their motivation at the time? Today, Atiku has now left that PDP again for another coalition called ADC, while Sarakonda and others are waiting behind to make sure that the PDP doesn't die. Mind you, Werey Wike is still there. Just go into their garden and say, what are you going to do about Werey Wike? Then you begin to hear some, some thesis, like somebody's going to write thesis on it and tell you why they can't do that now and all that. Because Werey Wike has a court injunction that can't get them to get rid of him, because they are all the same. Wike said he's doing exactly what Atiku and people like Sarakonda did in 2014. Just that in a reverse kind of a way now. Because he is not doing it to remove sitting president of his party. He's actually doing everything to make sure that his party never has any presidential candidate or any president at all anymore. Something like, you know. Anyway, they all gathered today. They are once upon a time threatened to be demolished national headquarters, PDP's Wadata House in Abuja, where again it was like, okay, you know what, we need to now possibly convene our national convention, maybe, then elect the proper party executives, since Werey Wike has used court cases to finish the existing or the past executive and the current acting executives, right? So maybe if they go on and do their new convention, they can choose their new guys, and they can possibly stand the chance of facing Koolu in 2027. That one is a different conversation though. But yeah, as all of them, I think I have a video, yeah, all of them arrived for their NEC meeting, rather NEC, in Abuja today.
Your Excellency, welcome, sir. The youth are greeting you, sir.
Fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning.
So right now they have now scheduled their national convention or something to November in Ibadan. So we'll see how that goes, how that plays out in November. Remember the story of Kwankwaso, you know, possibly the campaign to APC, Okpebholo to go and join Tinubu. It was in Aso Rock 2 days ago, allegedly. So today he's back in Kano. And he was with his own Kwankwaso movements and all these guys, and NPP guys. What is said about Tinubu is not showing that this arrangement of him joining them in APC is going well yet. Allegedly, here is what Kwankwaso told his followers in Kano. He said Tinubu is deliberately developing southern Nigeria and neglecting the northern part of Nigeria intentionally. And that automatically means Tinubu is the enemy of the north. I don't think if the talk is going well, they will do this in Kano, but of course, they are career criminals, remember? These two. Probably it's not enough to rule out wherever they have together. But here is the full statement of Kwankwaso in Kano today. Please listen, it's a long watch. If you have the time, please.
Please get seated. Get seated, please. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على نبي الكريم. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kano State, Alhaji Abba Kabir Yusuf, and all other excellencies here present, Your Royal Highnesses, the Emirs of Kano, Gaya, Rano and Karai, members of the National Assembly, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by thanking the Kano State government for organizing this occasion and also thank them for inviting me. Let me also thank the committee that has done an excellent work which we all support. At this point, I would like to speak to the members, our members of the National Assembly and State Assembly here in Kano, and all those that we can call our own. We have seen what has happened in the past, and I think it's important for you and all of us to consider the mistakes of others while we have an opportunity to do our jobs now. I remember especially 1999 to 2003, and of course right through to this National Assembly. We have seen a situation where our members were given the opportunity to really represent their constituents. But unfortunately, on many occasions, they were compromised. We have seen a situation whereby the rich in the country worked so hard to raise a lot of money to bribe members of the National Assembly, especially those who are representing us. And as a result of that, we now have a tilted arrangement in terms of resources sharing in the country. Many people will think that they have won. I don't believe so. Because I believe the issues that we have today in this country, especially in this part of the country, has to do with mismanagement of resources by leaders at the national level and state levels, and even at local government levels. And of course, it has to do with the little that had to be given to those concerned. Now we have opportunity again, and we are very much aware that the rich once more is working so hard to take from the poor. And I'm sure all of us at leadership level in this country are members of Kwankwaso, members of NNPP, even though what is going to happen is a bipartisan arrangement. People representing us, whether in our party or any other party for that matter, must stand firm and do the right thing. And I want to appeal to the presiding officers, which fortunately I was one of them, to do the right thing when they are considering this amendment. We want to know by name of those who supported A or B in this amendment, because it is very important, and that is what the law and the Constitution says. So we are keeping our eyes on all those concerned. Let me also advise those who are struggling by all means to take everything, to remember that some of the issues that we have in this part of the country today has to do with lack of enough resources and of course mismanaging the little that comes in. And that's why we have insecurity, we have poverty and so on and so forth. And of course it is happening here mainly, but it affects everywhere because like desert, it will go to everywhere. Let me, at this point, advise the federal government, especially, on the distribution of federal resources. From the information available to us, it's like most of the national budget is now tilting to one direction in this country. Yesterday, I was to come by air. Unfortunately, my airline decided to shift our takeoff from 3 to 8 p.m. I had to come by road. From Abuja to Kaduna to Kano was a hell, terrible, very bad road. And this is the road that was started many years ago, right from the beginning of the leadership of the APC. Now we are told that there is a road now from the south to east. Let me say at this point that we support infrastructure anywhere in this country. In fact, I was telling myself that I wished that road was done before 2023 election because I was the only aspirant or candidate who traveled to all nooks and corners across this country. I would have used that road. So we support roads everywhere and any other thing that is good for the people, especially for the masses. But a situation where government is taking our resources and dumping it in what part of the country, and other parts of the country are left just like that, I don't believe that is the right thing to do by the government itself. And this is the time.
Nuisance Lele. Nuisance Lele.
Because I would like to see that development he's talking about in the southern Nigeria. Because southern Nigeria comprises of the west, the east, as well as the Niger Delta, which is the worst part of the east. So anyone here can tell us how Tinubu has developed the south. Is it the coastal, Lagos Calabar Coastal Road? Is that what he's referring to? That Tinubu is concentrating on the south. That statement is not true. So possibly it's everything else he said in that video. Baba, if anybody still tells you that they are not already in the 2027 mode, and you believe them, I don't know who to blame, but you, because with what you know, these guys are already in their 2027 mode. And stuff like this will keep popping up. So you Southerners, now they enjoy it better than the Northerners under Tinubu. And tell us. That's what Kwankwaso went to Kano to tell his people. Just like what Rotifmi Amici went to tell his own people or his own supporters in Rivers yesterday. I finally found a full clip of what he told them, the ADC in Rivers. Rotifmi Amici will be my Judas Iscariot, ladies and gentlemen.
We are new members of APC. APC is an adopted party by the coalition. The coalition will run elections in APC. We are told by the coalition that there are congresses that will elect new officers in due course. When the national party will decide when that will take place. Most importantly is have your eyes on 2027. To have your eyes on 2027, please go home and start registration. We'll be working with the executive. We'll form a committee, local government by local government, that will go from ward to ward to ascertain the number of people we have. If you allow them to leave you out, our state is notorious for writing results. We must stop them from writing results, right? They make noise after writing results. We will stop them from writing results. Please go home now and start mobilizing, because these are the people that will come and vote. Let me tell you one bad thing that we should not do. When you say they have already written the result, you discourage voters from coming out. To come out and for the removal of the current government. If not, you will order your phone down. Currently, Nigerians are complaining in President Tinubu's first tenure. Imagine what the second tenure will be like. Then you'll be dead and buried. People are dying every day, not of sickness, but of starvation. If you're not ready to confront them, I'm looking for those who work with me to confront them. You agree? We are there. Let me personally thank you for coming out to receive me. In fact, the bragging in Abuja is that we have nobody anymore, that we are finished. I hope they have camera to see that we are not finished. I thank you and I wish you God's blessing.
Yeah, that was his full statement there. Saying that Rivers State is notorious for writing election results. That's self-indicting, Abi. Is that what it's called? Self-indicting. Indicting. Anyway, it is Nigeria, so everybody will just pretend that they didn't hear that. All right? Today is a Thursday, and it's also a good time to possibly throw back to that time when the obedient besieged Wadata House, asking that they should be given Obi. Give us Obi, give us Obi. But they called their bluff. The rest today is history. Journey towards their 2027 has begun again. This time, obedient are not calling on the PDP to give them Obi. They are calling on the coalition. Give us Obi now. Give us Obi now. In case if you have forgotten how that went back then, okay? Here is a flashback.
Give us Obi, PDP. 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 Give us Obi. Give us Obi.
It's a flashback. And there's another one. Right? When Obi was finally pushed out of their PDP and he went on to go and join Labour Party. And then his base grew even further. At the time, Atiku said something. It is a throwback. How many of you remember? he had this to say about the young people, the obedient, flocking towards Obi. Who are they? How many are they? Well, let them go and meet their Obi. Again, the rest is history. You are on the march again. On the march again. On the march again. For your 2027. Here is a flashback to your 2023. Just a flashback.
Realistic. Where is labor in this country? Where is the structure? Where is labor? No single member of local government, no state assembly, no House of Representatives, no Senate, no governor, no local government chairman, no nothing. Fine, they are starting. It's not bad to start. But you cannot start and at the same time be at the top.
But there seems to be popular among the youth.
Okay, let the youth vote for them. Realistic. What?
They seems to be popular. Okay, let the youth vote for them. And I think, in fairness, right, it is because of this learning in a hard way is why Peter Obi is so relevant in their coalition talk. But the obedient are like, we can't hear anything, we don't want to hear anything, give them Obi, or let Tinubu finish. Have you seen that, right? Oh, they are out there saying it. But here is Martina B. Matilda. Yeah, Dada. I need to find the name for this guy. So after becoming the APC chairman, he spoke to Sheung, and these, among others, were his own mission, according to him. Listen.
Minister, my job is to unite the party, to expand the party. We have 23 governors, and we are still counting. My job is to bring.
Are there more governors coming?
Yes, we'll do that.
We'll do legwork from.
We'll do legwork.
Opposition.
We'll do legwork. We'll bring them in.
Your predecessor did a lot of work in getting a lot of states that you never can imagine.
Fortunately for me, I have a lot of people, experienced national party chairmen who are all here. Is it the former governor of Edo State, my immediate predecessor, the former chairman from the former governor of Nasarawa State? They're all in. That's His Excellency Abdullahi. They're all in. I have experienced former governors, former vice presidents. You should the starting 11 of the party are still in.
He's far. Party national chairman.
Not at all. But me, somebody who has been an administrator for a long time. When I became a director in the university in my 30s, early 30s, I was a director, an administrator, managing a number of people, huge number of people, and restructuring and making reforms in the university. And those reforms deepen a lot of activities within the university system. I became a consultant to most of the national bodies. Then I became an INEC commissioner. I was also involved in reforms in the INEC system, from deepening technology to building an inclusive election processes to people with disability and displaced communities. And then now coming in to become a minister of Humanitarian Affairs. I just came back from Sokoto on Sunday, and I was in Benue, Sokoto, Lagos, Delta. I moved around most states of the country. I've seen all the issues that has to do with this nation while I was going around. The humanitarian challenges, what we need to address as a people, what needs to be addressed by the governors, what needs to be addressed by the national, and even some to be addressed by the local government. And just all this experience where maybe building blocks as stepping stone for me to become national chairman of the party with a brighter perspective of how this country looks like. I'll give you an example. I was consultant to UNICEF in the AFIL office, covering all the states, the South, South, and Southeast. So I've been to all the local government in the South, South, and Southeast. So it gives you also a perspective, a national horizon of how this country looks like and what we need to do as a nation. So the essence of what I would do as a party member now is that I may not be an absolute politician. I'm a politician, but coming in with private sector, experience, come with university experience, come with administrative experience, come with election processes experience, and now come with the political, to use all this to gear the wheel of the political.
Now they hear the CV, so this is why Koolu picked me. I've got the experience and sort of ish. Meanwhile, the Pabiole's National Assembly, they are, I wanted to say they are going on recess, but they're already gone. So they've actually gone on recess for 2 months. So that's like a 2-month break where they can just go. Anyway, this was them making the announcement today, as we are also going to go on recess for the next 24 hours after this. No, the next 22 hours. But here, Okpebholo and his lapdog.
Just plenary sittings. All ad hoc committees should continue to work. All necessary committees, the diaspora committee, committee on reparation, committee on interior, and others. This is the best time for you to undertake visits to prisons and all that. Do all your reports and make them available as soon as we come back. We'll have a special day to consider all reports. And then all the other committees, reports extended to you, you must also make sure that those reports are ready for Senate scrutiny when plenary commences. You are moving from plenary for the next few weeks, but you are not stopping your legislative functions because that's what your people elected you to do. So now let me put the question. Those in support that plenaries be suspended until September the 23rd day, 2025, say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Happy, yes.
Leader, having fulfilled all the obligations of today, may you rise as the manager of the House to move that we adjourn sitting till 23rd of September for resumption.
Mr.
22nd, please.
Mr. Speaker.
22nd is Monday, 23rd, please. We don't resume on Monday, we resume on Tuesdays. 23rd, please.
Mr. Speaker, if you give me 1 minute, let me take a look at the other people to be sure that we have exhausted all the work there. Will you give me that 1 minute? Alright, to move that the House will adjourn to the 22nd of September 23rd of September 2025 to continue the work of the House. And so moved.
Minority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I second the motion for adjournment to 23rd of September 2025.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. Those in support that we adjourn till next September 23rd say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. Wow. even after staying till 5 o'clock, that shows patriotism. I'll ask it again. Those in support that we adjourn till 23rd September say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes will go and the nays will stay. The House is hereby adjourned to 23rd of September. Have a happy holidays and see you when you come back. Regards to your family and your communities.
Just plenary.
Ish. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for your time again. And on that note, we come to the end of the chat this evening. So, as we are all signing out, remember, make sure you like the broadcast. If you haven't already, I'm going to see you another time. So it's going to be a good night from here. Good night.
ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
Máyégún diary na ibi nọ́mbà wọn.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún diary na ibi nọ́mbà wọn.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún diary na ibi nọ́mbà wọn.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún diary na ibi nọ́mbà wọn.
Máyégún diary political.
Máyégún diary na ibi nọ́mbà wọn.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún diary na ibi nọ́mbà wọn.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún diary na ibi nọ́mbà wọn.
Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ dódódódó.
Máyégún diary na ibi nọ́mbà wọn.
Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki.
Máyégún ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe. Fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ.
ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bóyá àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódi ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tún ra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tún ra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran.